I think some of the insights were not expected in the beginning, like to understand the fact that, hey, all these people, some of them are not using the toilet because they are afraid that it would fill up. Like that didn't seem initially intuitive, but then you understand that, you know, it's very difficult for them to deal with the latrine that's full. They have no good solution. Then it makes sense. Yes, I'm going to be very careful when I use it. So those sort of insights were some of them unexpected, but that's what happens when you apply a lot of new thinking and creative energy. So I think those were some of the more interesting aspects of the collaboration. Traditionally, the definition of ODF has been adults using the latrines. But I remember the study from Odisha showed that even though almost all the adults are using latrines, the feces of young children are not always disposed of in the latrine. So from just a public health perspective, it's important that all sorts of human feces, both kids and adults, are properly disposed. So I do think that there's more research needed to understand what drives that specific behavior. So we know what drives adults to use latrines, but I don't think we know enough about what drives parents to properly dispose of their child feces. We know what happens if you have a twin pit, and that is kind of a self-sustaining mechanism where one fills up and then you switch to the second one. But some of the findings show that you still have pits that are not twin pits, that are single pits or like a large containment tank. And then you do want to know what do people do when those things fill up. A lot of efforts were put in SBM1 on developing a monitoring system. I think it's critical that be preserved and you know, preserve this independent monitoring system that gives us access to credible data on just open defecation behavior. Without that, it's hard to even know whether what we think happens has persisted. What do people believe a year from now is important. Just to make sure that these changes are not temporary and are done with kind of a pure compliance perspective. So I think maybe the short answer is to have continued data and continued evidence about behavior change.